Bangladesh, our beloved country, we are passing a horrible situation in these days because the law enforcers, they are arresting majority of the students who are trying to remove the discrimination from our country. And the students who love this country, they are trying to remove all the discrimination in all the stage and all the sector of our country, but they are being failed to do it. And the adult or who are elderly people, they do not do anything for the sake of our country. They are rearing the spirit of the liberation, but they don't know what the actual inspiration or the actual sentiment of the liberation. But the generation who are in present now, who are now in under the 18, they are doing all things to protect our country, and they have seen a diversity in our country, and they are seeing that this country and all the people who are elderly, they are torturing and they are creating discrimination in the society, but they cannot tolerate it in front of them. This situation, and they are seeing this one day, these days will go in vain. People who are working for the betterment of our country, they are being measured the second class citizen in our country. For the ruling people, they are accepting all types of facility in our country. It cannot be continued in our country. If you remember the liberation war, all the people from all walks of life have supported in this war. But nowadays, we are wearing this sentiment in different ways. We are making this sentimental as a cult, and we are worshipping it. It cannot be continued. We have to measure the present situation, what types of facility people are getting. If people don't get any facilities, don't get any support from the country, don't get any education properly, don't get their rights properly, and it will be the discrimination. And the student, they are working for the betterment to improve the situation, and they're trying to removing the situation. It cannot be continued for furthermore. The school, college and university, in their text, they're teaching something, but students, they are learning different. They're teaching the spirit of liberation, and by the name of this liberation, they are teaching the discrimination among the society. But the student who are concerned about the present situation of the world, they're learning the actual things. We are teaching in this way, but who are student, they're learning in different way, because in this present world, they can get everything which is real. They don't believe in unreal things. Recently, we have seen a situation where students are protesting against the discrimination in our country, but all the sector, all the corner of the country, they are being barred by the law enforcer. They are being barred by the ruling party. It cannot be done. People, or especially student society, they have said that now it's time to stop these types of situation. It cannot be continued. It cannot be continued for furthermore. We, the people who are new generation, who are bearing the holiness, who are bearing the purity of life, whose blood was not mixed with the bad things, they will do everything which is better. They don't fear. They don't fear the bullet. They don't fear the gunshot. They don't fear the bombing on them. And recently I have seen that they're organizing their movement in different sects. They're organizing their movement in different stages. First of all, at first, they organized a protest which was totally against the discrimination and quota system, and they have run a movement against the quota system, where most of the people are being discriminated by the ruling party or by the people who are minor in our country. And second stage, and they have achieved a goal. They are being successful in their movement, but losing more of the lives in our country. They have achieved this goal, and after this, and they have denied these types of reformation. Because of that, they have lost many of the people in our country, and the students, more than 200, are in now under the soil, and they have said this, it cannot be successful. We want justice for them, and for this reason they are marching to the court for their justice. Again, they have failed to do it because the law enforcers have barred them. And third step, they are marching towards in the name of mass procession. And I've heard that all the people, they're marching towards the roundabout or intersection in the every city of the country. and also the law enforcers have barred them. And the student society, they have said that we will do everything for the sake of our country. We will not stop to doing for the sake of the country. We will not stop to do the good works for the sake of our country. We will do everything. We have no fear. We don't fear the country's law enforcer. We don't fear the government. We don't fear the gunshot. Everything we will receive because we want to establish the justice in our country. We want to establish a level playground. And few years ago, I heard that students they are marching towards saying different slogan. What's their slogan? The blood of the students will not go in vain. All the discrimination in our country will be buried. Only truth and justice will be established in this land. We don't want to lose more lives in front of the bullet. All the school, college and university will play a good role in this movement for learning good, for establishing good and for spreading out the good. And today in the mass procession, people from all sector or all class have came down in the street, especially from the cinema world, from the teacher sector, from the working sector, from the lawyer sector, from the medical sector. All classes of people have joined with the mass procession and they have given or they have expressed the solidarity with the students who are marching towards to establish peace and justice in our country.